Hi friends, welcome back. And today we are going to discussing about weight techniques in Selenium. Okay, don't skip this video because I'm going to show you for all the weight techniques in this particular video. Okay, and first of all, why we require weights? See, an example. There is an application. There are certain elements. Okay, unfortunately, my WebDriver it is able to load immediately, but not able to find that a particular elements. Then definitely our script will be failed because the element is visible to our eyes, but not for driver because it is visible, but inside that it is the elements not presented. Because of that, my Selenium WebDriver can able to throw some exception, like no such element exception we can able to get. Then how to handle this kind of exception means we can able to use for weights. By using the weight, we can able to avoid that this element not visible exceptions. Our WebDriver is not presented in exceptions. Frame is not visible exception. Like this, we can avoid this kind of exception by using for weights. Okay, why basically this element is not visible if it is visible on our eyes means what will happen when in real time the developers they are using for Ajax calls or JavaScript. Okay, inside that JavaScript, they are calling for Ajax calls. Okay, they are developing something kind of waitings. Okay, that moment it will show some exceptions. That particular things our Selenium WebDriver cannot be handled. That moment we need to use these wait techniques to implement our sections. Okay, to avoiding for this kind of like no such element exception, WebDriver not find, and frame is not visible. Like kind of this to avoiding purpose we can able to use for our weights. How many types of weights are we have? Implicit weight and explicit weight, fluent weight. Okay, these are the weights we have. Okay, and what is the difference between these three things? Like implicitly weight, we can able to use one time in a web page, one time in a entire script, one time. Only one time we can able to use. How much time you are specifying that moment it will take. In case if it is field all the elements are visible, then it will move out of that. Okay, and explicitly wait it will we can able to create n number of times, but the problem is we can able to use for specific element. And also if you use this particular explicitly wait, automatically it will wait that specific time, like 20 seconds you specify, it will wait for 20 seconds and then it will move out of that. Okay, now fluent wait is basically we can able to create n number of times, but if you specify 20 seconds, in this 20 seconds we can able to give for cooling time. Okay, pooling time, in this pooling time how much time you are specified in that particular specific time, if the element is visible, then it will move out of that remaining things, it will move, then it will give for the result. Okay, this is the main approach. And recent ways if you see, right, fluent weight will give for boolean value, and this one we can able to do any kind of operations. Okay, how we can able to implement these three things into our code we can see now. Okay, and also if you want you can able to go for our Selenium documentation location, there is a weights, and here also they have specified that weights how they can able to use it. Okay, they given for complete information for that weights. Okay, you can see that entire things. Okay, implicitly weight is basically it will globally it will wait. Okay, because how much time you define that specific time it will wait, and it will go out of that global setting apply. Okay, if I copy this one and if I go back here and if I specify like this here. Okay, implicit wait, if you specify like this, right, it will wait for the specific time for this particular implicitly wait. Okay, means this once the page is loaded, it will wait for after loading also, it will wait for 2 seconds and it will go for the next step, because it is waiting for implicitly that particular web elements, remaining web elements loading time purpose, it is we are specifying that. Okay. If you see for execution also, we can do it. Now 5.2 seconds it is taken because it is waited sometime and it is given. Okay. This is the implicitly wait. Okay. Now I'm commenting this one. Now we can able to see the explicitly wait. We can able to use for specific element to wait, and also it will take the two parameters driver and timestamp as a arguments. Okay. Driver is basically a web driver. Okay. And that web driver, that entire page need to be taken control and then a specific element control, and then it will wait. Okay. Otherwise it will throw an exception. If you are not providing the specific driver to wait, then it will throw some exceptions. Okay. This is a mandatory give the driver to control that entire page and also specific element. Okay, the time period it will take. Okay, this is the format we can able to create, and by default this explicitly wait loop added in the code, the whole application from the specific condition every evaluate as a true before it exiting the loop condition to next command in the code. If the condition is not meet before the designation timeout value, the code will given a timeout error. Mm, since there are many ways to apply for not to be discovery state. Okay, explicitly waits are great choice to specify that expect condition to wait for each place it is. Okay, another since the future is that default the Selenium wait classes automatically wait for the designation element to be exist. Okay, because they are in built up this explicit event they are specifying, it will wait for the specific time. Okay, but still we can able to use and we can able to provide this as well. Okay, and this is my element to visibility. It will give for true or false once it is visible or not. Okay, this is basically explicitly wait purpose. Okay, now again I'll run this particular one. Now it is taken 3.7. Previous it is taken for 5 point see something, right? Now it is taken 3.7 seconds. Okay, because it is 2 seconds only it is interpreted. Okay. Now if you want to create the fluent weight, then how you can able to create, this is the fluent weight structure format. Okay, and this is the structure we can able to use the fluent weight to provide some in something text, and also you can provide some action to perform inside that, and you can provide the true to return the value also. Okay, in case if it is succeeded, then you can able to provide the true. If it is not succeeded, we can get the false. Okay, and this is also one kind of function, and you can able to see they are created inside that pool interval. This pool interval it is taken as a this much of time, and this is the web driver and driver timeout and from the circuits. This is the one format, and another format also there we can able to create that format also. Sorry, I'll show that as well. Okay, don't worry. There are two ways we can able to create the fluent weight. I'll show the both the ways. You can which one you can like, you can use it. Okay, and I'm going to use it here. Send keys. Okay. Now this is the fluent weight. Directly we can able to see this much. Okay, and also you can able to specify here message. There is a message we can able to define that the element is not visible. Okay, if you see that explicitly and fluent weight, explicitly weight directly we are provided here and action we can done, but a fluent weight it is taken that ignoring the exception like element not interpreted exception, or you can able to take like a no such element exception. Like this you can able to take for any kind of exception. Okay, whatever the exception you want, you can able to ignoring that particular exception in that particular spaces. Okay, and this is the one fluent weight. I'll run one more time. This is also 2 seconds we specified it. See now 3.9 seconds it is taken. Okay, and it is passed, right? Now this is the one way of creation of the fluent weight. And the same format we are going to create for small different is there. We can create another way of fluent weight. This is basically a old format structure. Still it is exist in our coding standards also. If you want, you can able to reduce, otherwise not required. Okay. Another format is default weight. Okay. In this default weight, it will take that iWebDriver object as a reference. Okay, you can use for fluent, and then you can equal new default WebDriver, and you can give the reference of our WebDriver. Okay, and use for two curly braces. Okay, and end of that semicolon, and here you can able to specify the time. Okay, time equal to time space dot time in time for, we can from seconds is two, and then specify the comma, and you can use for pooling intervals, and here also you can use for time seconds, milliseconds, and 300, and comma you can able to use the message, and the message you can able to specify for any kind element is not visible. Okay, and next you can able to use the same command, and you can pass it here, and this is my fluent weight is also fluent weight. Okay, now see, same structure, but only the thing is this is a default and this is my WebDriver weight. That is the only one changes. Remaining thing almost all everything same, but it is taken as a WebDriver as an interface one it will take. Okay, the reference it will take that one, but here it will not take, and here it will take the argument as a driver, and here it will take as a parameter. Okay, like this you can able to do it. The both the cases it will work as expected without any issue. Okay, anything you can able to reuse. Most of the time recommendation the real time it is going for this is the format, and this is also there, but less people will use, and also word format is there. Okay, thank you for watching, and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.